Hello. We analyze the key factors in the expansion for companies into international market taking Netherlands. Our team is made up of Mariana, Valentina, Lorena, Estefania, and me, Natalia. The cache model, also known as the K-distance model, is a model defined by Professor Wemawat, which addresses the differences between countries in an internationalization process. The case analysis is a tool that allows us to identify the differences between countries before entering an international market by analyzing for types of distance. These are the cultural design, difference in culture, such as language, religion, and social group. Administrative distance, different institutional systems such as legal framework, currency, political system. Geographic distance, physical differences between countries such as mountains, climate, and distance. Economic distance, different differences between consumer the size of economy. This model is fundamentally in international business since a company cannot assume that of markets are the same. Understanding this difference allows them to reduce risks, adapt their strategies, and increase the chances of success when entering a new country.
Now, cultural dimension. Netherlands is a country known for its modernized, tolerance, and welfare state. Official language is Dutch. And here are some things to keep in mind when doing business in the Netherlands. First, communication. People in the Netherlands are known for their frankness. The feedback is typically shared openly. This is considered efficient and transparent. Second, decision making. In the Netherlands, decisions are typically made by consensus, with clear deadlines and defined steps. Efficiency and planning are central. Third, trust. Written contracts and agreements form the basis of collaboration. Trust is strongly linked to compliance with these agreements. And to avoid misunderstandings, they expect a contract to cover all possible scenarios. Here are dimensions and scores for the Netherlands in the Hofstede cultural analysis. First, power distance 38. This refers to attitudes toward inequality. The Netherlands scores low 38 because it is characterized by equal rights, accessible superiors, and strong leadership. Power is decentralized. Control is rigid, and communication is direct and participatory. Individualism is 100. The Netherlands, with the highest score of 100, is an individualistic society. Individuals are expected to look out only for themselves and their immediate families. The employer-employee relationship is based on a mutually beneficial contract, and management focuses on managing individuals. The motivation for achievement and success, 14. With a score of 14, this is a consensus-oriented society. Decision making is participatory. The people values equality, solidarity, and quality in their working lives. And conflicts are resolved through negotiation. Uncertainty abundance. 53. With a score of 53, the country shows a slight preference for uncertainty avoidance. People are intolerant of conventional ideas and behaviors, prefer to follow rules even if they seem ineffective. Punctuality is the norm, and innovation may be rejected. In long-term orientation, 67. With a high score of 67 on this dimension, people believe that truth depends largely on the situation, context, and teaming. They demonstrate a great ability to easily adapt tradition to new circumstances and encourage saving and investment. In Finnish intelligence, 68. With a high score of 68, this score is characterized by intelligence. People with this score tend to give into their impulses and desires, have a positive attitude, and tend to be optimistic. They also place a high value on free time and spend their money as they please.
Now, I will explain the administrative distance of the Netherlands. The Netherlands is a constitutional monarchy with a very stable democratic system. This political stability is very important because it reduces uncertainty for companies and investors. In addition, the country has a strong rule of law and a very reliable legal system. This means that laws are clear, respected, and applied equally, which creates a fair business environment. Another key factor is that corruption levels in the Netherlands are very low. This increases transparency and trust between the companies and government institutions. Also, regulations are clear and predictable, which allows companies to plan their operations more efficiently and avoid unexpected risks. All of these factors have important implications for international business. First, companies face low political and regulatory risk, which makes the Netherlands a safe place to invest. Second, there's a high level of trust in institutions, which is essential for long-term business relationships. In addition, the country offers strong legal protection for investors, ensuring that their rights are respected. It is it is also relatively easy to start and operate a business due to efficient administrative process and clear regulations. Another important advantage is access to the European Union market, which allows to companies and to explain easily to other European countries. Because of these factors, the Netherlands is considered an attractive location for multinational companies.
I will talk about geographic distance and why the location of the Netherlands is a major advance for business. First, let's look at the location. The country is in a perfect spot because the largest rivers in Europe meet the sea right there. This acts as a direct gateway to the center of the continent. Because of this, the distance to markets like Germany or France is very short. In logistics, time is money, and from here, a truck can reach almost any major European city in less than 24 hours. We are at the heart of European trade. Also, it is important to understand that this location connects us with the entire world, facing the North Sea. The Netherlands is the first point of contact for products coming from America or Asia. International companies don't need to travel all around Europe. They arrive here and are instantly connected to millions of consumers. It is a global meeting point that saves a lot of actual distance. Regarding infrastructure and transportation, the country is a world leader. Even though much of the land is below sea level, they have built the most advanced logistics networks in the world. Their great strength is their port access, specifically the port of Rotterdam, which is the largest in Europe. This is where multimodal logistics come in. This means the Netherlands is an expert at connecting different types of transport immediately. When a ship arrives, the cargo is moved quickly to trains, smaller boats, or trucks on modern highways. Everything is synchronized so the cargo never stops moving. This efficiency reduces costs for international companies. Finally, the climate. They have a very stable climate with no extreme weather events. This is a big advantage because ports and airports can operate all days a year without interruptions. In short, the geography of the Netherlands is built for trade. It maximizes connectivity and ensures that products always arrive on time.
The Netherlands has a highly developed and open economic. According to World Bank data, its GDP was about 1.21 trillion US dollars in 2024, with a GDP per capita of around $67,500, which reflects a very high level of development and a strong purchasing power. The country also has population on about 18 million people and is strongly oriented toward international trade. Also, the Netherlands has a relatively small population. Consumers have very high purchasing power. This creates a strong demand for the quality product and service in the deeds. Additionally, because the country is part of the European Union, combined operating in the Netherlands game a case to a major layers make it however, for 150 million consumers. The Netherlands has a very stable economy and relatively low unemployment. Income equality is also lower than many other economies due to the strong social politics were developed weather system. This contributes to social stability and daily productivity for um, overall. The Netherlands is a very attractivity country for international business due to a strong economy, strategically location and excellent infrastructure. However, Campaign should also consider challenge to hard labor costs and strong market competition. Thank you for very much for your attention.